And now for something completely different. You may recognize my voice. I'm Noel from over in the IF game. I'm an aspiring scrub DM when I'm not playing the least musical bard in existence. A while back, Michael, also of the IF game, and I were talking about one-on-one on D&D and decided to give it a go. The result is this mess, wherein a town is terrorized, items are stolen, people are killed, and the DM didn't read her player's abilities carefully enough in advance. For anyone who's been following IF very closely, this is actually an adaptation of the one-shot that originally conceived Mushnik the Mush Druid, for which I apologize. It was a lot of fun for me to run, though, and I hope you enjoy.
All right. So you were headed out to sea with a band of assorted adventurers for a job unknown. The captain said he'd tell you when you arrived. Unfortunately, the storm picked up before then. Thunder, lightning, rolling waves. And the rest of the crew decided that, actually, this suddenly wasn't worth pursuing anymore. Mutiny broke out. Captain fought. Captain lost. However, he hopped on one of the smaller little ships, single sail, barely could seat more than 3 people, and set off. Maybe you went along willingly and thought, hey, I'll get the pay of everybody else, or you just got grabbed. But either way, for the last 3 hours, the bigger ship has been sailing off into the distance while this fury-driven Aarakocra just screams at them, long past after they left earshot. You're still on the sea, and he's a little too busy yelling into the wind for you to have asked how close you are. Your ship is still rocking precariously. Lightning still strikes with disturbing frequency. And that's where we'll begin.
I remain unconcerned, or at least outwardly unconcerned. I sit in a meditative pose, with my legs crossed as best as I can, watching the ship fade into the background.
All right. As you do so, the Aarakocra continues to howl something about fresh-faced kids straight from the egg, cowards, can't take a challenge, how dare they, he'll skin them when he gets back. But finally, he seems to run out of breath. Gasp for a moment.
Captain, if I may, they have chosen life, and I do not fault them for this.
You haven't chosen life? We're going to be fine. It would have been life either way. It's not going to be life for them when I get back to them, let me tell you.
Well, I'm sure I will be fine as well.
Yeah, sure you will.
I'm not sure.
Is that a threat?
It is no threat. Merely a statement.
God, I knew we picked up some weird ones. Ah, well, whatever. Here, help me get the sail back up. It's not looking too good.
Very well.
Yeah, it wasn't properly tied down when you set off, so it's just been sort of flapping.
Alright. I can, try to tie it down best as I can.
That would be an athletics check, because it's kind of all over the place right now.
Alright then.
Hey!
Not that bad. Okay, cool.
Well done. Yeah, I know the rope and all of the weight of the sail are just flying back and forth, and you just grab it, pin it down, tie a good knot. Your captain looks kind of impressed. It occurs to you in this moment you haven't really gotten his name. He's just been too busy swearing at things. All right, okay, good job. Good job. That's good. We're probably getting close. Been a couple hours now. I have to rework this whole thing, because, there were supposed to be a lot of us. But the fucking coward... Ugh! And
You never actually chose to review what it was that we are meant to be doing here.
And it's a damn good thing I didn't, considering half of us ran back to shore. More than half. 98% of us.
For that matter, you never elected to give your name.
Oh, right. Airy, Captain, call me either. I don't care.
Airy?
Yes.
I am Rook.
Charmed. So we're gonna have to go this solo. That'll be fine. And he sort of pauses. He's thinking. We've got enough supplies. We can make it work. Or you can make it work. One of us, this thing ain't gonna make another trip back to the mainland, so one of us is gonna have to fly back and get another ship, and frankly, I think better me than you for that.
Very well. I have no reason to return to the mainland anyways.
Planning on living there the rest of your life?
My queen guides me where I need to go.
Harry sort of mumbles something about religious nutcases. Alright, well, don't forget, and he pauses again, he's like, well, I guess since you're the last one, I can break confidentiality a little bit. There's no ships for you to commandeer and take back. We're going to be retrieving something, so you're going to have to come back.
I see.
Good.
And what am I retrieving?
Object of power. There's some nutcase worshippers, Corellin folks, the maniacs. One of our insiders let us know. So there's a little bit of a cult there. We're going to take their thing, and we're going to fucking book it. And we're going to do it fast. And apparently, since there's only two of us, we're going to do it quietly.
I thought that you had planned to fly back.
I'm aiding, so it's two of us. Look, if you take too long, I'll be back on the island to help you out. Just look for big birds in the sky.
I see.
Good. Good. I like you. Way better than the others.
A question for you, Captain.
Yeah?
Are we within flying distance of the shore now?
I'd say we're getting close.
Then, do we need this vessel for anything else?
How are you gonna fly to shore, lad? I can't carry you.
And with that, I turn into a raven.
Damn. Yeah, he gives like a little clap. Then says something about, well, there were some things we could have carried from the ship. He picks up... let me see what to do, actually. Right, he picks up 2 bags from the base of the ship and flaps and gets off it. The ship is fairly quickly lost to the waves behind you. And you can head for shore. From all the way up here, you can see that what you're headed towards is an island. Not huge by any means. You can pretty much see the far end of it. So it's a little place. It's very heavily forested, so you can sort of see the tops of some buildings poking out. Not a lot. Looks like a great deal of the place is unpopulated. Though there is an open stretch of beach that Barry seems to be headed towards as you fly in that direction.
Now, I don't think I can actually speak to him as a bird, because I don't think Arakakra is quite bird.
I don't think so either, no. If you want to make like a performance check to convey
No,
it,
I think I'll just
try.
follow along his path, staying behind him. He is a bigger person, or a bigger flying creature, and so I'll ride his, whatever that, like, area of wind behind the person is called.
Tailwind?
Tailwind, yeah.
Maybe. That sounds right. Yeah, so he's headed down towards the beach, where, it takes you a couple minutes. But you were, in fact, getting close. Would have taken a lot longer on the waves in your rickety little boat. And he'll fly down and land.
At which point I will fly down as well, land, shake myself off, and resume my human form. Whereas the raven that I was, kind of like it's sprouting a me underneath it from its feet.
Ah!
And then the raven just remains perched on my shoulder.
Have you been able to... Is that a thing you can... That's pretty cool, Ari will admit. Like,
My queen
That's
gives me many gifts.
so I see. Good for you. That could be helpful under a lot of circumstances. He'll just sort of make a thumbs up motion. Right. So, unfortunately you went Raven. Jumped the gun a little bit. That's okay. I got some of the bags of supplies. Couldn't get a whole lot from the big ship anyway. And he'll sort of drop the 2 bags he had on the ground. Got some tools in here. Ball bearings, wrenches, the like. I think there's a crowbar. And in this one, I've got some stuff that is probably ruined. And he opens it up and pulls out what looks like whole big reams of wet clothes and socks and various different cloths. And he's like, yep, definitely ruined. But there is some, keeps digging. We've got a flare and this thing. And he pulls out a little silver pin that is shaped like a sword, on a pin. This is a Corellin symbol. The frickin' maniacs. Don't hold it too long. Bad God. You don't want nothing to do with that. But maybe you can use it to convince him. I'll hand that to you.
Is this the cult, then?
Yes, that's the cult. You can make a religion check to get more information about that, by the
I'm
way.
surprisingly bad at this.
Jeez. You have heard of Corellin. It's a 4E god, by the way, for those who are listening at home. It's elfy god, magic god, probably something to do with sword fighting, considering you just got a pin with a sword on it. That's about as much as you know.
All right.
Right. So we don't... Our insider. Right, I should tell you about her. Half-orc chick named Elcash. She's somewhere on the island. She's the one who tipped us off. There's these fucking worshippers here. So she might have found out more. She said she wasn't sure where they were hiding this object, but maybe she's found that out. So, check in with her if you see her. She should stand out like a sore thumb. They're all humans and elves here.
Where can I find this Ilkash? It is still an island.
She's got a house. You can probably ask people.
And where can I find this house?
They've got a little bit of a town square, according to her letters. She lives on that. It's not a big place. They've got, under 20 homes. Look, if you gotta, just grab someone and torture it out of them. I'm not picky. Just get the thing.
I see.
Good. I mentioned I like you. You listen. You do what you're told. It's a good trait.
I hear.
Don't talk a whole lot, do you?
I choose to speak when I need to.
Right. Well, unless you've got any other questions, I'm gonna go get us a ship so we can get off this place when it's all over.
Very well. Then I shall deal with your problem.
Excellent. Go get the thing. And I'll sort of watch you for another minute just to make sure there's nothing else. And he'll flap and take off, leaving you alone on the beach.
All right. In that case, I'm going to take a bit of time to, look over my equipment and make sure everything is still in order.
Functionally,
just on the sea, and, powder and all that doesn't really play well with moisture. Not that I really use powder anymore. It's still just a matter of habit.
Yeah, your weapons are intact. If there's any wood on them, it doesn't smell very good anymore. But you do have them.
And in that case, I will, once again, take a few steps and make a flying leap up into the air as I go Raven again, and fly up to see if I can scout out to find where the city is, the town square.
All right. I'm putting the contents of your bag. Give me 1 second.
Is this all the
That did not
equipment I
post.
have?
No, it also didn't post right. You have the stuff that would come with your class. You have that.
Okay, cool.
Functionally, you have a Dungeoneer's pack. It did not post properly. Anything that would be ruined by water in that pack is ruined, so you don't have torches, you don't have a tinderbox. And you also have a flare and the pin. There is a giant pile of wet clothes if you want any of those. He just left them in the sand.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, good call. So yeah, you can take off. It is fairly densely wooded, but you can just go above that. And again, this is a very small island. You can very quickly see the tops of houses.
All right. In that case, I'm headed towards the houses, and I'll see if I can find somewhere secluded to unbird.
I will move you over to the top-down map now. You got here so much faster than the other group.
I can fly!
You can! Something I definitely remembered. So yeah, welcome to the top-down map.
Alright, in that case I'll probably go off and unbird somewhere off in the forest.
Yeah, you have a grid, so feel free to place yourself wherever you please on that.
I've got to unwindow the character sheet to do that.
I'm making one last check that all the text is GM info overlay. I'm good. Excellent. Yeah, so you can unbird.
I go ahead, unbird, and start making my way towards the town. Trying to stay inconspicuous-ish.
Yeah. It is still storming. It's still nighttime. So you can head townward to here, just the nearest building, or...
More or less, yeah. I'll more or less try to find the town square that he mentioned, which seems to be like this area once, which I probably saw in my flyover.
Yeah. This, you could pretty clearly tell, is some sort of marketplace. You could see closed up stalls. It's open air, so when you flew over it, you would have noticed that.
Okay. And it's not currently storming right now, right?
It's not as bad as it was, but it is still raining.
Okay.
And fairly heavily.
Then I am wet, and I do not like that.
Yes, you are wet and cold.
Could be worse. And with that, I'll head straight towards this area. Look around, see if there's anybody in the area. See if there's anybody on the streets or if there's anybody I could see to get an idea of what the people here look like and how they behave.
Yeah. Currently, no. By your estimate, it's about 3 in the morning. There are a couple homes with lights on, but there's nobody outside.
Okay. Now, for my poor memory, what was the name of the person I was supposed to find?
Elcash. I'll put that in the
No,
chat.
yes.
There you go.
Alright, and I'll make my way down the street far as I could go till I get to the marketplace.
Gotcha. Around now, you would start to see a couple people. They're mostly trudging around cleaning up in the marketplace. They're dressed very modestly, very simple fabric. They look honestly sort of like farmers who got tasked with hauling boxes. No one is particularly noticing you. The visibility is not great, and the sound of the storm is muffling you. And again, these people are few and far between. Not a lot of people are out right now.
Very well. I think I might actually... How far would it be to land for the captain?
To land, rough estimate, he'll probably be back in a day and a half.
Okay. I think I might wait until the sun rises a bit more, find somewhere sheltered and out of the rain, if I can.
Yeah, you can do that. Again, the marketplace is open air, which means there's some overhangs. There's plenty of trees that are densely packed enough to provide some shelter. You could certainly hide behind one of the buildings that has an overhang, though that does lead to more risk of detection.
Oh, yeah, I'll just do that.
Gotcha. There's a big-ass one here that has a fairly hefty roof.
I don't know where you said what you mean by here.
I am pinging the map, and it is apparently not working.
Yes. Do you mean like this one? Or
this no, one? How do I... I'm on DM layer, that's why.
Ah, cool. I will be there then.
I didn't know that affected pings.
That
Anyway,
one that you circled?
Yeah, that one. This is going to be the ugliest map by the time we're out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no lights on in there currently. It's a dark building. And yeah, you can certainly stay 4 or 5 hours until the sun comes up. That's not an issue. Are you just waiting until it peaks over the horizon, or are you going to stay a little longer?
More or less waiting until more people are out.
Yeah,
so that I can, blend a bit better.
Yeah, you can hear and see movement before the sun comes up as people start trudging out from various buildings. Quite a few seem to be headed... Can you see my pings now, or are they still invisible?
They are invisible in this... Oh, there it is. Got it.
Excellent. There's quite a number of people headed to this building, and they seem to be coming from down here. And again, there's other movement. If you're sticking your head around a corner, you're at this point starting to risk detection, unless you're chilling out as a raven, which appears to be something you can just do.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. No, I'm just sticking around as a human for the
Gotcha.
moment being. I'm not worried about people seeing me so much.
Yeah.
As long as I don't do anything to draw suspicion to myself, I figure.
This is a fairly small place, so it might be it. There is risk of people sort of know everybody else. Um,
But then I do also want a certain amount of attention.
that's legitimate. Yeah, if you hang out there for long enough, eventually someone will sort of pop a head over. You know, are you lost?
I'm in town for some business.
Huh. All right. You need someone to point you somewhere, or?
If you would, it would be extremely helpful. This town seems the kind of place where most people know the rest. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Then
This
would you
seems to
happen...
just be a random human farmer who has a pitchfork on him.
Then would you happen to know of a Elcash?
Oh, that chick. Yeah, yeah. I hate her. But you'd have to talk to the mayor to talk to her because she's in jail. So, not often we use the jailhouse, but
And why is she
she's
jailed?
a bitch. Well, she's a bitch, but that's not why. She's there because she stole a whole lot of shit.
What did she steal?
She went into Rob's house and apparently just like took everything. Took his wallet, took his dog.
Would you mind pointing me to Rob's house?
Yeah, sure, not a problem. And he'll point across over here.
Okay. Excuse me as I mark that.
I will move the text over to that layer. I have labels for everything.
Rob. Okay.
You know what? I like your mark better. We're leaving it. We're leaving it with that one.
Okay. Very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Most people find it somewhat rude when you talk poorly of others behind their backs.
So, what? He does not seem to be understanding a word you're saying.
I'm saying that if others were to find out that you were gossiping, then perhaps they might speak of you similarly.
She stole from us.
My suggestion would be to let this be our little secret.
Ooh, snazzy. What save is that?
I
Wisdom save.
believe that is wisdom save.
Do they know what happens if it fails?
Nope.
They don't. Damn. All right, I'm gonna roll that real fast. Make sure all rolls are DM only. Well, you'll just let me know if you see this.
I see that, yes.
Yeah, all right. I thought I set those to be my side only, but apparently I did not. Regardless, he definitely fails. And he sort of nods. He's like, you make a good point. You know, she's the worst, but people gossip. Would want that to happen.
Very well. I'll be on my way.
Have a good day, I guess. He'll wander off back in the direction he'd originally been heading.
Alright. I think perhaps I want to go check out Rob's house. Or at least see if I can find Rob first.
That was me
I can
trying the
still see
dice. I know, it's not working. It's fine. I've got physical dice here.
Cool.
Yeah, you can totally go check out Rob's house. No one will stop you. You look human, and it's the middle of the day. And you can wander over there. Are you like approaching it from the street? Are you going around back?
I'll approach it from the street. I have no reason to hide what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. There is a light on. This is not a particularly rich area, so the windows are just open. There's no glass, just a cloth hanging over some of them. It's a small little house. Looks single story.
I'll approach it and knock.
Okay. And soon enough, the door will open, and a sort of wizened elf opens. It's hard to tell how old he is because elf, but old enough that there's some gray hair. Overalls, looks muddy. Hi?
Are you the one named Rob?
Yeah, that's me.
I have heard that your house was recently, well, robbed. I smirk a little bit.
Never heard that one before.
Well, I can't imagine
I
you've heard
was.
it until recently.
Believe me, every single person on this island has made that joke.
I suppose
So
it's a good
funny,
thing
they
that
say.
I'm doing as the locals do.
Guess you'll fit in. So you're not from around here. You need something, or?
I was merely wanting to ask you a few questions.
You like an investigator, or what?
Exactly that.
Sure.
May I come in?
Why not? And they'll open the door, gesture you in. Seems to be a small 2-room house. There's a little sort of lit open area up here, which is up here. I don't know what words are. There's a table, there's some chairs. He's got what looks like a potted plant. The door to another room in the back.
Alright. As I come in, I blink a couple times, and my eyes glow a little bit for a second and then die down.
Gotcha. That's cool. You actually detect nothing. What is the range on detect magic, just so I know?
I probably should have put that in my spell list.
It's fine, I'm Googling it. I'll take 30 feet. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it doesn't go off.
Alright.
So, you had some questions?
Yes, I was wanting to ask you about the one who did it. I have heard that she was caught.
Yeah, no, they got her.
Do you have any idea why she would want to steal from you?
I don't know. Never adjusted. She was a... most of the people here come from, like, a long line of people here, you know? You know, like, my grandkids are here. She was new. She moved here from somewhere. Maybe she just never adjusted or thought she could get away with it.
Of course, new people in town are always trouble.
He gives you a curious look at that.
I smile back at him and continue.
Roll a charisma real fast. Damn. Yeah, no. He smiles back. He's like, I get the joke. Clever.
And as I look around, do I see anything that, like, indicates that this place is worth stealing from? Riches, anything along those lines?
Frankly, no. Again, there's a plant. There's what looks like a set of drawers. There's a little bit of a rug. There's the table. There's the chairs. That's honestly about it that's in here.
And you have no idea what she was after?
Well, she took my coin purse. We didn't find the other stuff.
You were able to retrieve your coin purse, at least?
Yeah, it was on her.
And what else exactly did she take?
What else? Well, she took some family jewels and stuff that I'd had. Saving those for my grandkids, you know.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance?
Sure. Why are you here, though? Like,
I
you just
am an investigator.
traveling investigator? You do
Yes.
this for fun? You want money for this?
I do this for my own reasons.
It's a little weird, just so you know, but
I get that a lot.
no thanks. I'm good. Our folks looked around. If people could find it, they would have found it.
Were any of your people traveling investigators?
No, but we're good. Really. We're
Well,
good.
if you insist, perhaps a second opinion would be a good choice.
You're insistent, but no. Oh, that's a suggestion. Gotcha. Let me figure this out. What is your
Well,
spell
he
save DC?
saved, because unless he has a -1.
Nope, he has a 0.
Oh, so close.
So close. No, we're good. I'm good.
Very well. In which case, I will no longer trouble you. I have some business with Elcash.
Oh, you're with the thief.
Oh, I'm not with her. I merely have business with her. And as I do that, I'm going to try to look intimidating, as if, like, something bad is about to happen to her.
Yeah, roll intimidation.
It could be better.
I mean, yeah. He's like whiz 3. He's whiz 10. Alright. Sure. Talk to the mayor. She'll let you in the jail.
Thank you very much. And with that,
No.
I will see myself out.
Alright. You are back on the road.
And by seeing myself out, I mean I am going to duck somewhere unseen and raven.
Naturally. You are a bird.
And I would like to perch on top of his thing and see if I can hear anything inside.
From within the house?
Yes.
Roll perception.
This is going to be 4 more than it is usually.
Because you're a raven.
Yes.
So 24 is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, you listen for a little while. You can hear him moving around. You hear some drawers open. General shuffling. Fairly benign noises. You aren't hearing any other voices. How long do you do this for?
Can I take a short rest here?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. I will short rest on top of his roof as a raven.
Yeah. So about 45 minutes into that hour, he will leave the house and start downwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can try to tell
While
him.
you were flying, you saw some fields down here. You saw what looked maybe like fishing boats, that sort of thing. So, probably going to work.
I can tail him for a bit, and then if it seems like he's not doing anything suspicious, then I'll trail off.
He goes into this building here. The one that you have seen quite a number of people go into today.
Okay. In that case, I'll take a wing over towards this side so I'm coming in from a different angle. And Raven. Unraven, I should say.
Unraven, gotcha.
And then head up towards the building.
From the outside, you can see what looks like barrels of the remains of fish that were cleaned. Fair number of hooks, nets, assorted miscellaneous stuff like that. A lot of old clamshells sort of line the path.
Along the way, I'd like to ask anybody if I can, where I can find the mayor.
Oh yeah, you can just grab a random person and they'll point you. They'll say, go left, then go left again, go all the way down, and then it's on your right.
Alright, so this building looks to be a fishing warehouse, or something along those lines. At least from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave that be and head down over towards the mayor.
Gotcha. I'm going to let you make notes from here on out because I like the Rob thing. Yeah. You're just going to knock on the door, or?
Well, that seems to be the trend, so yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can knock. There's a bit of a pause. You hear some footsteps, and door opens. It's a human woman, red, curly hair, looks kind of tired. Hi, you're new?
Yes, I am new in town. I was hoping that you might be able to assist me.
Yeah, I'm Amy. I'm the mayor. Been the mayor for a little while. Don't get a whole lot of new faces around here. You at the market, or?
I was not at the market.
Oh, what are you here for? Got really good fish, let me tell you.
And I'm sure I will have to try some while I am here.
That's the spirit.
Just a second,
So,
I'm revising my mayor.
I know, I like it. So, what are you here for then?
I would like to speak with someone that you have in custody.
Oh, the half-orc chick. We don't got a big jail. We don't usually have more than one person.
Is there more than one right now?
Nope, just her. Small island. Most people don't cause trouble. What do you need to talk to her about?
I'm sure by now that you've realized she's a bit of a troublemaker.
I am very aware.
Consider me a debt collector.
What'd she do to you?
It's not what she did to me. It's what she did to
What'd she do then?
employer.
Come on, gossip. What'd she do?
Perhaps living in this town has caused you to lose a few of your worldly senses, but this is not the sort of thing that I would appreciate you asking around about.
Well, then I should let you know that I don't like her much, but I don't usually let people come on my island and kill folks. Just for the record.
What is your intention with her?
We'll keep her in jail till we figure out what we're gonna do. She might be there a while.
Then perhaps we can come to an accord. I have no particular desire to spill blood today. And if you keep her here, all I need is proof that I have seen her.
Sure, we can cut off her ponytail or something for you.
But I was told to give her a message.
What's the message? I know, you don't want to make that open, but again, it's important. It's my island.
My employer finds it important to know that she did not escape and that we are still looking for her.
I'll convey that to her then. Respectfully. I'm not going to let you within knife distance of her, so I'll go deliver your message. I'll get some hair or some other proof that you saw her. Really stands out. Dark green hair, weird. And I'll get that back to you.
If you insist.
I don't want all that trouble. And that's fine with you? You don't need to talk to her in person or anything?
No, that's fine.
She gives you a kind of strange look before
You can
closing
find
the doors.
me.
Yeah.
Hold on. I will not just simply wait here. I would rather not spend too much time in this town. You can find me. I'm going to name the location of the beach where we landed.
Gotcha. All right. I'll send someone along with the hair then. That's a little ways out of the way. Needed here.
Alright. And then,
Yeah, sure.
as she
What
walks
are you doing?
away, I will also begin to walk away.
Gotcha.
And then, I would like to cast guidance on myself.
Mm.
And then also, duck around somewhere and shaboom.
Yeah. You're invisible.
And with that, I'd like to try to find a way in and fall so that I can follow the mayor.
Oh, wait, you want to follow her?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. She's not walking very far, in fact. By the time you cast this, duck around, cast this, and step back onto the road, you can see her approaching a building. In fact, she's a little ways ahead of you. You're going to have to run if you want to catch her at the door.
Sure, I can do that.
That does mean you have to roll stealth.
Okay.
With advantage, you are invisible.
18.
Yep, good enough. I will roll perception over here real fast. Off for a fancy character sheet. All right. Did that roll appear?
It did not, no.
All right, so it seems to be invisible when I roll off sheets, but not when I roll raw. I'll figure that out some other time. Yeah, she does not notice you, and you can slip in behind her. She is in this building here.
Alright. In which case, coming along to see if I can track down Elcash and then come face to face.
Yes. It's a little weird. You step inside. This is a small place. It's a 2-room jailhouse. The windows are barred. They're fairly small. Unlike a lot of buildings, the walls in this one are made of stone, along with the floor. However, as soon as you step in, you can no longer hear anything. Your feet make no sound. The mayor's feet make no sound. It's as if you were suddenly struck deaf.
Can I still see?
You can still see just fine.
Okay.
And she has not noticed you and will step up to the nearest cell. I am looking for my image, which I know I have here somewhere. There we go. She obviously doesn't look that well off, but that is the general gist of what Elkash looks like. She's sort of leaning on a box. There's a little bit of bed in there. And the mayor, whose name I don't think you ever actually got, and her are sort of staring back at each other, just glaring. And this will go on for about a minute. At which point, give me a moment, I need to roll. For about 4 seconds, you can hear. And what you can hear is the mayor casting a spell before you're struck deaf again. I'm going to roll. Elkash freezes up. Mayor goes ahead, unlocks the door, pulls out a knife, cuts off the ponytail, steps back out, relocks the door. The spell appears to drop. Elkash is yet again just looking furious, but not much he can do about that. Now, this is a fairly small hallway between where she was standing and the door, and you are between her and the door. What are you doing?
Turning into a tiny invisible raven.
You stay invisible when you turn into a raven?
I don't think there's anything that says I can't use concentration on spells, so...
Alright. Yeah, roll stealth with advantage, why not?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you're fine. As she leaves, and you can hear the sound of the door locking. She will lock the door yet again behind her, so both the cell and the door to the actual jailhouse are locked. You are yet again deaf. Elkash has not noticed you, obviously, and sort of goes back to lounging on her box. What are you doing?
Staying as a raven for now, I will drop my invisibility.
Gotcha.
And then I will... First of all, I'll blink my eyes on and do a detect magic.
Gotcha. The whole place lights up. Let me see what kind of spell this is.
Also, I'm going to drag Elkash on so that... so that I can show it to the stream and all.
Oh, yeah, sure. If I had her uploaded on Roll20, I'd pop her over there. Oh, I do. Okay.
Alright, back in.
I got it. We're good then. Yeah. The whole place lights up with illusion magic immediately. Doesn't seem particularly high level. You can make an Arcana check if you'd like now.
Another thing I'm surprisingly bad at.
Oh dear.
Arcana is here.
That is actually good enough for this. You know that you can't hear, you know that you can't produce any sound, and you know that silence would fall under that school of magic. So the thing that you are detecting is presumably the thing that's preventing you from making noise.
Okay.
Elkash rolled a 3, and so did not notice the raven.
Interesting. This prevents a couple things I'd like to do. Is there any way of getting out from here that I can see?
The windows are barred, however, you are a bird, so you should be fine.
They are barred, but I am bird.
Yes.
This puzzle makes me bored.
Sorry.
No.
Forgot you were a bird.
I will, let's see. I'm gonna flit out through the window until I can hear again.
Gotcha. You don't have to go very far. About 5 feet outside, you can hear.
At which point, if I believe I'm not being watched, I will unbird.
Gotcha. Roll perception.
Sure. 17.
Nobody seems to be watching you.
Alright, I will unbird. And then I will attempt to dispel magic on this
Ooh.
hut.
Oh. You've got all the spells. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Indeed.
Roll your check, because it is higher than 3.
Okay, I want these rolls all the time.
You remove the meteor swarm. Yeah, no, the spell drops.
At which point I will rebird and
You
come
can
back
hear
in.
a sort of surprised exclamation from inside, in fact.
I would like to rebird and go back in.
Yeah, you can. At this point, Elkesh is up and paying attention since suddenly she can hear and will in fact notice the bird. The fuck?
And let's see, for the sake of being as stealthy as possible, is there anything in her cell which I could potentially hide behind as a bird?
She has seen the bird come in.
Right, I'm not trying to hide from her.
Oh, that you could hide. Yeah, you could. She has a little cot. It's got a blanket. You could nestle under there if you wanted. You could hide behind it.
So
You could get behind her box, but like.
I'll hop into her cell real quick
Gotcha.
and rehumanize.
Whoa. Hi?
Elkesh, yes.
Yeah, sorry. It's nice to be able to hear again. It's been like 3 months. You never appreciate how good voices sound.
You are the troublemaker around this town.
Yeah.
In more ways than one, I imagine.
You can see the light sort of go off. Yeah.
Wonderful. I have been meaning to speak with you. I have been told that there is an object of great power that is in need of a retrieval.
Yeah. Oh, good. You're with them. Were you there for a second? Some of these folks here actually think I stole stuff. Whatever. Yeah, it's at Velra's house. It's at the end of the road.
Whose house?
Velra. I'll put that in the chat. Found out where it was. They caught me trying to get in. Been here since.
I see. And by they, you are referring to the cult of Karelin.
Yeah. Oh, they're all in on it. Mayor knows. Velra knows. I thought it was small, but it's like half the fucking island.
Who all knows? Half the island.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, I couldn't quite make out what
Half
you
the
said.
island knows?
I mean, I'm speaking in hyperbole here. I'm not sure, but it's a lot. Like, if you're just talking with some random person, they're probably part of the cult.
Do you know a Rob?
Yeah, that bastard. They're the one that... Sorry. Did I mention it's nice to be able to hear again? It really is. Nah, they need an excuse. Didn't want to go around saying they found a mole, so they just said I stole from him. He's been making a real dramatic show. Yeah, he's in on it. Of course he's in on it.
Very well. Then, how would you recommend I retrieve this object?
Truthfully, I can only tell you so much. I barely got to the door before they got me.
Then how do you know it was in there?
Because I talked to one of them, interrogated her a little bit. It's her. Velra's the cleric. She's the one that knows. She's the one that prays to him, and she gets real drunk. So all it took was a couple extra and a little pushing, and she talks about this fancy neck to the gods.
What is this object that I am meant to be retrieving?
It's a necklace that apparently lets you talk to Karelin.
Understood. Then
I
I
wouldn't
will
know.
return when I have retrieved it. Is there anything
That's
else that you think I should know?
don't fuck with them. Don't get caught. They're stronger than they look.
Very well.
Oh, and if you're not back in 24 hours, I'm popping myself out of here.
Good. Then I
Yeah,
need
now
not
the
take care of
silence
you.
is down. I should be fine. Good. Good.
Very well.
I could go and help you, but wouldn't be very good at it. I haven't been moving much for a long time.
Seems that many of the people of your organization have a desire to help.
Yeah, no, we're not very good at this. But most of them can run, and I can't. And she'll sort of gesture at her leg, which doesn't look too good. A little twisted. Wouldn't be that helpful.
Is there anything else that I can do for you while I am here?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Just get that thing out of here. They're loons. All of them.
Very well. And I will be off. And I will re-raven and fly out.
God.
This is my answer to everything that you throw at me.
I know. I wish I did not go through all of the raven things appropriately. But that's fine. It won't help you.
Yeah, you say that now.
Yeah, it will. How do you even prepare for that? Put a dome over the whole island? You fly up and just splat like a bird against a window.
Alright,
But
and
yeah,
now fly out, and I'd like to take somewhere as a short rest because I've used my 2 spell slots as a warlock.
God, warlocks kill me. Yeah, you can do that. Where?
I don't know, I could just do it in the forest.
Yeah, you can go off and do that in the forest if you like.
You know, I'll stay safe, keep scarce. I know I've kind of got the new person in town inside of the cult town vibe going on right now.
Yeah.
Which, I was expecting this to happen anyway, so I figured I might as well get out in front of it.
Good call.
And with that, eventually, I'll see about making my way over towards the house to check it out. Probably still as a raven, just to fly around and scout.
I assumed at this point. Yeah, the house in question is as marked. It's substantially larger than most of the little, like, 2-room farmhouses here. It appears to have 2 stories, which is just crazy. Potentially a couple rooms. Like the mayor's home, they do have glass in the windows. And there are a couple lights on.
Alright. One thing I would like to make sure of is, while I'm flying around like this, I don't think ravens probably are not native to this island.
No, I've been rolling perception checks against you since you started doing this.
Okay, so I would like to keep an eye on seeing if anybody has kind of been reacting to that, or is like pointing, scaring, stuff like that.
Not a whole lot of people, but there have been, you've seen 1 or 2 sort of look and, you know, they have that expression of, it's a little weird. We don't get those here. Someone, you know, nudges someone else to go look. It's not like a horde is forming to stare at you, but people have taken note.
While I'm on the roof of this place. Actually, I can't do that. I will go somewhere else and then do the detect magic stuff.
And then re-raven.
And then re-raven and then come back.
Gosh. All right, let me take this from the top. It's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Just the math. You're on the roof?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Math is really hard. Yeah, you're getting a small ping from the second floor. Couple small pings, actually, I should say. And at the very bottom of your range, like straight down, you're getting a pretty hefty signal.
Alright. And during my fly around, I'd also like to look for possible entry points, windows, and the like.
There are a couple windows on the second floor. They all have glass. As there are also a couple on the first floor. They are also glass. There's one in the front, and two along the back wall. And a similar setup on the second floor.
All of them have glass.
There's a door. All of them have glass. There's the front door, obviously. It does not have a chimney or anything, so you can't just hop in through that.
Can I check if these windows are the types that open, or no?
You'll have to fly pretty close,
I'll do it.
but you
Why not?
can. Yeah.
I'm basically setting up mysterious elements for these people at this point, so...
Pretty much. All right, I'm going to roll perception against you. All right. When you fly close enough to these windows, you can see that there's a woman on the second floor. You can see her through the windows. She has not noticed you. And the windows seem like they are... roll investigation. I'm in a good mood.
Oh, good.
It's hard to tell. They look like they can lift in theory.
Alright. In which case, I think I will fly off and wait until nightfall.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, one question about the woman.
Yeah.
What race was she?
I, in fact, have an image of her that I will figure out how to move onto this sheet. Or I'll just send it to you and we'll what we did before.
Yeah, just send it to me, yeah. I got an image of poop.
God damn it, it worked for me.
Oh, wait, there it is. Got it. I have to click the link. There she is. So, elven or half-elven, it would seem.
Yeah. I think I answered your question earlier, but I was on push to talk.
Right, yes, that. Alright, in which case, yeah, I'll go find somewhere safe.
Get on the map, get out of here.
I'll find somewhere safe-ish to hide out for the moment.
Off the edges of this, because I only had so much map to work with. It's fields over here, but it is forest up top.
Okay, cool. So, forest up top it is. That seems closer.
Alright. Yeah, and you can wait till nightfall. Are you staying within, like, eyesight of the road to keep eye, or are you just hiding?
I would like to stay within eyesight of the road if I can, especially, like, if I can hide within a tree somewhere in the forest.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can do that. You can just stay as a raven. Roll perception.
Okay.
With your super raven senses.
My super raven senses are never failing me.
Birdman, I swear. Yeah. You can watch. No one seems to be in particular alarm for most of the day. But eventually you do recognize the form of the mayor, whose name you still don't have, who goes to the door, knocks, is let in, and she stays there for about an hour.
And eventually leaves.
She does leave, in fact. But not before two others show and enter. They appear to be human, a little more muscly than the average person you've seen, dressed a little better than the farmers, and they do not leave when the mayor does.
That could be worrying. I'm sure that's fine, though.
Yeah, everything's fine.
I'm gonna say it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm saying it for myself now.
Yeah, I guess. Doesn't affect me.
Alright. Well, when night falls, if it's possible, I will still continue to raven and fly around, see if I can get close to one of the windows.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Are you, like, peering in, or what are you up to?
I'm gonna peer in as best as I can for now.
Yeah, you can do that. And you can see the two men. They are sitting in what appears to be the main room. It's a similar setup to the last one, really. Rug on the floor, table, chairs, some plants. She's got some more books in stacks in here. And they're just sitting at the table. They seem to have cards out. The woman is still on the second floor.
All right. The windows themselves, now that I can get kind of close to them and like perch on them, can I tell whether or not they're locked or not?
Yeah, I'd say if you're sticking your eyes up against them, they are definitely locked.
I see. And if I may, turn back into a
You
person
may.
and come up to the front door and just like test it to see if that one's locked.
Yeah, you can do that. You
Assuming
wait until there's
nobody's-
nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I completely believe that you would, in fact, wait until nobody is in eyesight. Yeah, you can do that. It is locked.
All right.
We're on to heisting now. We'll go over to the house.
You know, I think I know what I want to do.
That's alarming.
I'm going to stand off towards the side of the door.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to use this.
You have a thing. You do have a thing.
I
What
have
is the
all
thing
the
you're
things.
doing?
I'm going to use minor illusion, and I'm going to make the sound of a child crying
Gotcha.
outside the door.
Ooh. Mean. Yeah, you can do that. Roll performance or deception, your choice.
Deception it shall be. That might have been a better performance.
Yeah. It sounds a little like a child in the way a hyena screaming sounds a little like a child.
That's almost better.
Almost, yeah. It's certainly alarming. I'm gonna roll real fast. Yeah, eventually someone comes to the door and sticks their head out and goes, "Oi!"
So that happened
Oi,
for like a minute, right? And during that minute, I'd also like to turn invisible again.
Both of these spells are concentration, so the sound.
Oh, are they?
Will... Oh no, minor illusion isn't. Damn.
Yeah.
I'd never realized that. Yeah, you can turn invisible.
Cool. And then I'll be like right next to the door, ready to sneak in if I can. When he closes his door.
That sound is disturbing enough that he will step out to look. Yeah. And you can certainly slip in.
Alright, and then as I slip in, I'll walk past him and start scouting out this first floor.
Nice. Yeah, you can do that. You're in the main room, the one where they were sitting at the table playing cards. And there's a stairway up, and there are 2 doors along the back wall and the side wall.
I'll take the stairway. Actually, no, there are 2 doors along the back wall, right?
Yes.
Both of them are closed?
Both of them are closed.
I'll take the stairway up then.
Gotcha. Please roll stealth at this point.
Okay.
Well,
I have advantage because I'm invisible, right?
Yes, you do. I got excited for a second there. Damn, you're rolling well tonight.
Yeah, and also I have a kind of good solo character.
No, you do. You prepped well. Yeah, you can upstairs. Silent completely. Looks like that silent spell you dispelled earlier was just absorbed into your system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go upstairs. There's a single room up here. At first glance, appears to be a bedroom. You can see the bed. There's what looks like a little side table. And the woman you saw earlier is here. She is seated. She has book open. She has not noticed you at all.
I would creep up behind her, take a second to read what she's reading over her shoulder because I'm going to be that annoying person.
Yeah, you could do that. Um, you're reading. This is a spell book. So you will need to roll me an Arcana check to identify beyond that.
Oh god, yes,
Damn,
please.
boy! Damn! If you were a wizard, you'd just instantly learn all of those spells. No, these... It's a little unusual because she... You know she is a cleric, but these are cleric spells. There's healing, there's a lot of nature. She seems to be looking at... You can identify this as a warding spell. You are not... Actually, you are a caster. You can identify what she's currently looking at as a ward.
Okay. A question.
Yeah?
With that 19 Arcana roll, would I know what would happen if I took that book away from her? Like, would she still be able to use those spells?
I'm going to make you roll a second check for this.
Okay.
Because I'm mean. Roll religion.
Oh, okay.
Not Arcana. Try again.
Same things. Oh, ooh. But worse.
Unfortunately, no. Because what you would need to figure out is if this book is doubling as her holy symbol. Mm-hmm. And you just don't know enough about the iconography to make that call.
Alright, so I don't have to check magic up, but do I have an idea of where those points of arcane?
Yes, those points were in that room. They were fairly central, so she is currently sitting in the middle of the room, so you can fairly safely assume that some of them were on her, and the other would be in the back left, which is where her bed is.
Alright, I'll check that place out then.
Yeah. Roll me another stealth at this point.
Okay.
Because you are walking around her room and she is an elf.
I mean, she might be an elf. But I'm a raven.
Wait, you're a bird right now?
No, I'm not.
I was about to say. Yeah, you can do that. Are you just looking, or are you actively searching?
I'll actively search as long as she's not looking in my direction.
Yeah, she seems fairly engrossed in her book. You can see what look like a couple boxes and sacks under her bed, while the actual bed itself is just a blanket. If you want to, you'd have to either wedge yourself under there to go through them or pull them out to go through them.
Well, it's lucky that I can turn into a tiny thing.
Can ravens open boxes?
I guess they can. They can try.
They can try. You know what? That's legitimate. So you're now an invisible raven, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Roll Raven Sleight of Hand to get this box open.
Oh god, what is the Raven stats? I should pull this up too.
Or Sleight of Claw, I guess.
Alright, let's see. As a Raven, I have Dex of +2.
Wow, okay. Sort of assumed not having hands would hurt you more.
Do I have disadvantage for her not having hands?
No, it's just a box. It's not sealed. It's just closed.
Alright, 13.
That is good enough. You can... Again, they're stacked, so you're pulling the top off the top box. There's not much you can do about the lower one as a raven. And you can look in, and it seems to be a lot of plants, like dried, pressed plants. Between sheets, just sort of stacked. Petals of all sorts of colors. Yellow, green, blue, purple. Different flowers. The actual leaves themselves are multicolored, which is not normal by any means.
And I don't suppose I could identify these as particularly magical, like they wouldn't have set this off.
You know these are normal enough that they could have some trace of something. Whether or not they set it off is hard to tell.
Okay. In which case, let's see. I think I will go back out, rehumanize. How far was it from the main room up to here? Was it just up a staircase?
Sorry, 1 second. I need to mute myself real fast.
Okay.
Push to talk. I swear to God, push to talk. You're going to kill me. I've been talking for a while. I'm annoyed. But yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Roommate came in. Had to negotiate. All is well.
Cool.
Yeah. Excellent. Where did we leave off? You're a human, and you're trying to estimate the space.
Mm-hmm.
Each story of the house is about tentatively 8 or 9 feet. So from the base to the roof would be 18 to 20 feet.
More specifically, I'm wondering how long it would take for those guards to get up here.
Those guards, you want this in D&D terms? Probably 1 to 2 rounds. Not long.
2 rounds. Okay.
They could probably get to you on round 2.
Okay. And that's with me in like the middle of the room, basically.
Yes. And as you noticed while you were downstairs, I forgot to mention this. Their swords, they weren't actively holding them, but they were leaned up against the wall.
They had swords?
Yes, they had swords.
Okay. So, I'm taking a risk, which is new for me in this one shot. But I'm going to drop my invisibility.
Gotcha. Are you doing this from...
Standing behind this woman.
Gotcha.
Like within, not quite arm's reach.
Gotcha.
Unholsters my pistols.
Yikes.
Point them at her. And I'd like to say to her, stay where you are. Do not make any sounds.
I'm going to make her roll a will save to avoid yelping. 19. Good for you. You see her tense up immediately, and she nods. She hasn't turned around. She's clearly heard you, though.
Please place the book down and turn to face me slowly, if you would.
I'm going to roll another check real fast. All right. She will do that.
I assume by now you have heard of me.
They warned me, yeah.
But they do not know me. They do not know who I am. They do not know how dangerous I can be.
Can you roll me an intimidation real fast?
Of course. Yeah, it could be better.
Passable, considering you. I'm basically going to give you advantage because you have 2 guns aimed at her. Scary shit. She will not say anything, but you can tell that the color is draining from her face. This is not a situation she wants to be in.
As I say that, I blink a couple times, turn on my detect magic.
Gotcha. All right. Her book is bright, obviously, unbelievably. There's another bright spot, though, that seems to be in a pocket of her cloak. And again, there is a bright spot in the lower of the 2 boxes that
in the pocket of her cloak.
Yes, her cloak has a pocket. Help me God, tunic. Let's go with that.
Okay. I mean, cloaks having pockets makes sense to me.
Okay, all right. Then I'll stick with my original answer.
Please step towards me.
She'll stand up. But she stands up and that's about it. She doesn't move any closer.
Please step towards me.
Roll me an insight.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. You can... She's very scared. She's very tense. But you can see her looking around. She's not focused on you. And more importantly, you can see her hands twitching. You get the sense she's about to do something. Or is on the verge of doing it.
I do
I'll
not...
give you one action. What are you doing?
Alright, she's on the verge of doing something.
Yes.
I think I'm open firing.
Gotcha. Roll your attacks. Yikes.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does. She's not in armor or anything.
Alright, that's a total of 14
She's just
force
in
damage
casual
then.
Oof. Oof. That produces sound, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Oh yeah, her guns.
It's quite loud. She shrieks, obviously, and drops sort of to a knee. She's bleeding. That hurt a lot. She is not unconscious, however. And really, we need more intense music than just the storm music that's been playing this whole time.
Oh, there's storm music playing? I can't hear it.
Oh! Huh.
Oh hey, intense music, let's go.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. She's bleeding. And sort of immediately else, help! Somebody! Quite loudly. At this point, I need you to get on the initiative tracker.
Alright, I don't have a token right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. How are we going to do this? I'll just pop us over to the general map so you have a token. Well, I get the freaking initiative tracker out. Oh, whoops. You can see everybody from the last time we ran this there.
I cannot, actually. I think they're
Really?
invisible
They're
on the
invisible
map,
on the-
so... They're invisible on the
Oh.
tracker.
Huh. I mean, they don't exist on the map anymore. I deleted them.
Oh good.
Yeah.
That means they don't exist in this world.
Yes. They ran a very different version of this one shot anyway. I had to change quite a bit. That is not Velva's initiative. That is her initiative from the last time we ran this. Under very different circumstances.
I also can't see that stuff, so...
She had a 23, so, you know.
Yeah.
Not. Now she has an 8. And that one appeared here. I don't understand how these sheets work. Whatever. Yes. However, she was functionally readying an action.
Okay.
So she is going to go first. And then I'm going to get those guards on here in half a second. What is your AC?
My AC is 16.
That is a miss. She, despite dropping to a knee, staggers, reaches out for you, tries to grab your leg, because all she needs is the faintest touch to get this off. But you jump back in time.
Stepping backwards, I'm going to continue unloading 2 shots, point blank.
Ow. Roll those.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot.
Yes, it is. 32 total.
If that had been outright, you would have massive damaged her. However, the first one knocks her down, and the second functionally knocks off a death save. She is.
I don't plan on taking another shot if she's down.
Gotcha. Oh, these guys roll initiative hidden. Okay, sure.
All right.
Roll 20.
If that's the case, then I will, if I can, as like a bonus action, I'd like to see if I can ruffle through her pocket and find what was in there.
Yeah, you can totally do that. It's not hard. You pull out a holy symbol.
Okay, cool. And
however, clamor has been raised, and at this point, the 2 guards have hit the stairs.
I will move as far away from the stairs as I can.
All right, I'm going to start rolling some death saves because Velva is bleeding out. Gotcha. Yeah, you are on the far side of the room. Despite these guys having bows, they do not have bows. It was just the immediate token I had. And they will, on their turn, they will get to the top of the stairs.
All right, they're at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. Did you take that? Did you take
No,
that?
no, I was thinking that would be thematically appropriate, but it's a solo game, so I won't need it.
So you didn't take it, is what
Yeah.
I'm hearing. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly.
All right. If any comfort, she's currently at 2 fails, 2 successes, so next round we'll decide.
All right.
Yeah. What would they do? All right. It is your turn, however. They spent their turn getting to the top.
Yeah. And guess what I'm gonna do? If you're about to say, drop magical darkness into the room, then you'd be correct.
I was wrong.
I will drop
Alright.
it centered onto them and walk into it.
Gotcha. Damn. Alright. That's intense.
Using my devil's sight to see.
Yeah, that's a scary combo. I need to... We were on you. So the next guard will go. That guard was going to go to Velra. I will see if he succeeds on finding her now that darkness has dropped. Alright, you can see him. He's going for her, but he's feeling around. He finds the body, but there's only so much he can do with darkness dropped. Velra will roll. Alright. The other guard is going to take a massively disadvantaged swing at you.
Does he even know where I
start with
am at
this.
this point?
Well, we're going to find out. Roll stealth with advantage because you're in darkness.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
need it.
Will you ever roll below 20? Just
I
out of
don't know. I don't know.
curiosity. Yeah, absolutely not. Takes a completely wild shot. Would need a nat 20 to hit you. And they most certainly do not get that. They roll a 12.
Alright. If it's my turn,
Yes, we are back in your turn.
I will casually stroll past them and also level a shot at the guards as I do.
Gotcha.
That's 1 for 7. I'll go for the one that's not going for Velra.
Gotcha.
That's 2
Ooh.
for 20 total.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're down. Very down.
Both of them?
No. Oh, were you aiming at the same one?
If the first one didn't take down if the first shot didn't take down the first guy, then I would
It
keep
did
it on
not.
him. Yeah, so
All
same
right.
guy.
The second one would bring him down, though. Exactly. He had 20 HP.
And I'll continue walking down the stairs.
Gotcha.
Now
There's
without-
a
now
lot
with-
of commotion upstairs.
Much less stealth involved. I'm just gonna, like, hustle down.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'll roll some more death saves because there's a lot going on now. Alright, you are down on the first floor of the house.
I am headed towards one of those doors, and I'm gonna be investigating for a way downstairs.
Gotcha. You can pop your head in the other room. It appears to be a sort of pantry. There's sacks of food. There's some apples. It's not a big space. It seems to be doubling as both a food closet and like a regular closet. There's a room in here. The floor seems wooden, solid. There's no stairs down.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll another turn to see if that guy has figured out that you went downstairs yet. He has not. Gotcha. You don't know what's happening to them, so I won't tell you the results of those saves. All right, back to you.
Alright, I'll check the other room, and the entire time I'm watching the stairs to make sure that nobody's coming down it.
Gotcha. It is on the wrong side of the room from the stairs, so to go into that room, you would have to take your eyes off the staircase. You can open
That's
the
fine.
door and take a look in, though, without having to take that penalty.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
This room is just stocked full of books. Books from wall to wall. There appears to be ivy growing on the inside of the walls, which is a little weird. There's a nice armchair. However, the floor is yet again wood, solid. No stairs down.
And these were the only ways out? The staircase up and those 2 doors?
Yes, there's the main room with the rug, table, etc. And then there's those other 2 doors, and that's it.
And remind me, upstairs I didn't see anything at any other doors, right?
No, you did not.
Okay. I am realizing that I might have to do a more thorough search, and for that I'm going to need some privacy.
Gotcha. Well, around this point, the other guard is coming down the stairs, so...
Alright, in that case, if I may step around and just shoot him in the face.
Yeah, you can certainly go for it.
I'm just gonna let
he's
that sit.
down.
I'm just gonna let that stay there.
Yeah, you're good. You know how you said you were talking about how you'd be okay if you died? You gotta roll lower for that.
I know.
This is nuts. These
I
guys
know.
are dangerous.
Seriously.
I ran simulations with them.
I want these roles in our normal campaign instead of a one shot.
I want you to have these roles in our normal campaign.
Okay. Well, yeah, with that, I think I'll just go upstairs to make sure that Velra is either still down or dead.
She actually made her 3 saves, so she is unconscious.
Alright.
The other guard did not get so lucky.
Can you remind me real quick how long it takes for somebody to wake back up?
A long time.
Okay.
I think it's like 8 hours or something.
In which case, I will take a second to search around underneath her bed and track down whatever that other magical source was.
Yeah. It's not very hard. You pull the first box off, get all those petals out of the way. Second box is also full of plants, but a couple different capped potions. Is your detect magic still up?
It can be.
Oh, right. You can spam that at will. There's about 5 bottles in here. 3 of them are benign. The other 2, what they do. Or I will look up the School of Magic. I know what they do. Evocation magic.
Alright, if it's possible,
Yes.
checking on Velra to see if she's dead or not.
She is unconscious.
All right,
Stabilized
yes,
because
yes.
she made it through
Okay,
saves, but unconscious.
And also checking outside to make sure that there's nobody looking at the house now.
Perception check, please.
Okay. Still have +4 to this because the raven is
Yeah.
on my shoulders.
Gotcha. Nobody appears to be watching at the moment.
Also,
You did a pretty good job silencing everybody.
a quick question.
Yeah.
Now, I do have eldritch guns. Are those, like, gun loud, or are those, like, pew,
I
pew?
skinned them to be similar to Eldritch Blast in noise, which I
Okay.
assumed were not booming. If you want them to be, I can arrange that.
I didn't think so, but...
Gotcha. No, they certainly make noise. However, if anyone saw you, they have already booked it or hidden or the like, because you do not see
Okay.
anybody.
In which case, I'll take the 2 potions, take her spell book, take all of that stuff, put it in my pack, and
Gotcha.
see if I could do a more thorough investigation of the premises. Try to find hidden
Gotcha.
passages and all.
Yeah. Roll investigation.
Alright, now I'm gonna roll below a 20. See?
Oh my god. However, you do have your detect magic up.
Yep.
So you can still detect that extremely strong force. And it appears to be below the main room. So not either of those 2 other offshoot rooms.
Alright.
Do you need another description of that room, or?
The main room? No,
Yeah.
there was like a table that they were playing cards at, the 2 doors, some windows, and a carpet, right?
Correct.
Well, the obvious choice might be to look under the carpet.
Do you do that?
Sure.
Congratulations, you found the hatch.
After
I was
much
almost-
puzzling.
I know. But yeah, no, it's not the only effort that went into hiding it was putting the rug over it.
Can I take a bit to rest here, since I know
You-
these people will be out for a bit?
You can take a short rest at your own risk.
I think I'm gonna unlock one of the front windows and then start taking a short rest.
Gotcha. About roll perception.
Okay.
Are you a bird or are you? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wow, your fortunes have turned.
I know!
Yeah, you do not hear anybody coming until the door is being thrown open.
Okay. And who's at the door?
Yeah. It is another fairly large man, also armed. And now that you're paying attention, you can sort of get the sense that he's not alone. Which room were you resting in?
I don't know. I could say probably the second floor, honestly.
Gotcha. So you're hearing them thumping on the stairs. You are not immediately sighted, but if you would attempt to hide, you're going to have to roll a check.
Bird under the bed.
Bird under the bed. Roll stealth. Crit fail, crit fail.
Not so much.
Not a crit fail. All right, I'm going to roll check for this guy. Damn, he sees you.
Okay.
Yeah, he sort of, what the fuck? He shouts something downstairs, something about, look around, see if he's down there. He's not alone. You can hear movement downstairs. And he is going to move closer to the bird, pulling out his sword as he does so.
I will try to perform like I'm an actual bird.
That's going to be a hardcore deception check.
Alright. Not so much.
No. And this guy is on high alert. So I'm going to give him... Nope. I'm going to give him advantage. Not advantage, but I'm going to say he wins this tie because,
You also rolled a 1d10.
Oh, I did roll a 1d10. I'll fix that. Watch him fail now that he has the better die.
Yes!
Oh my fucking god! Huh. There's a fucking bird here. And at which point he will start looking over Velra and the dead guard, both of whom are up here.
And if I can, I would like to unbird and shoot him in the back of the head.
Oh, you're gonna leave here with so many dead bodies to your name.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Go for it.
Oh, Jesus!
Calm down! Yeah, he's... Damn!
I just had to check.
You haven't
sure.
missed an attack yet!
I know!
And that's enough!
It's awesome.
I buffed this guy's health from the other ones by giving him 25. However, that sound is definitely enough to alert the people below you.
Alright, bird, under bed.
Stealth at disadvantage since you just murdered a man.
Okay, fair. Okay.
You have got to calm down.
I would love to.
Ooh, they see you. Yeah, no, immediately you can hear 2-3 people charge up the stairs. They're looking around. They're seeing dead guard, unconscious captain. And one of them's like, "Oh, there's a bird!"
Alright.
Now, I'm going to roll a check here real fast, since you just, as far as they know, you just instantly downed one of them. So, 3 will saves in order.
Can I assist them?
No. Wait, you want to give them the strength to fight you?
No, I want to assist them at running away.
How do you do so?
By unbirding and being threatening.
You can certainly do that. I will roll their assorted will saving throws in just a second. Nope, that's a crit fail. He's gone.
As I unbird.
Yeah, roll an intimidation because the disadvantage will actually affect the second guy.
I will say in my most intimidating voice, "Run from it, dread it, death comes for all."
You're scary. That is actually enough to invoke disadvantage. And all 3 of them will one of them sort of seems to be goading the others on, like, come on, and the other 2 are just shaking their heads. And without the support of those 2, the third one will also sort of step down a stair, and then another.
I will step closer towards them.
2 of them will just freaking bolt. The third one is quivering in his boots. He looks maybe 25.
I will raise my pistol towards him.
No. And he'll put his sword down. Just drop it. Can I tend to the others? Like,
There's no need to worry for them. Death comes first.
Okay. Yeah, he's leaving.
Instant he leaves, I'm gonna try to go for that trapdoor quickly.
You do not have a lot of time, my friend. Yeah, no, you can go right down. It's not locked.
Okay, cool.
The stairway down spirals, not for very far, maybe 7-8 feet down below. Can we have other battle music? I mean, I know you're not fighting right now, but you might as well be. Yeah. Yeah, you go down. There's another wooden door at the bottom of the stairway.
Alright, I'll try to open it.
Yeah, it opens.
Right.
So it's going to take a hot second of description now. So at first glance, it looks like a small, maybe temple, church. That's not supposed to be on this layer. Why is that on this layer? Go away.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. You can't read it anyway. It seems to be a temple. You can see a couple, like maybe 4 pews. There's a lamp currently unlit. Wait, are you human?
I am, yes.
You cannot see down here.
Yes, I can.
So I take everything I said back.
Devil's Sight.
Oh, right. Never mind.
And
You're
the Raven
fine.
actually gives me Dark Sight, too, so I've
You
got
are
double Dark Sight.
so fine. You can see into space. So yeah, there's 4 pews. There's an unlit lamp. There's an assortment of just, again, sort of torn off leaves and flowers on a white tablecloth, which is in turn on a table. Behind it, you can see a banner. This is the same sort of religious symbol as the one on your pin. But none of that is the weird part. What's weird is the windows. And as you may have determined, you are underground. The 3 walls that you're facing, left, the far wall, and the one to your right, look like honest-to-God windows, floor to ceiling. They have wooden panes and glass, and on the other side of them looks like the most unbelievable forest, trees that just shoot up into the sky, dense underbrush, and a faint, like, dappling morning light that just shines down, despite the fact that it is nighttime.
So I'm underground, but it looks like I'm not.
It looks like you are in a little glass hut in the middle of the most beautiful forest.
A question.
Yes.
And what, does it look like there are exits from this temple other than the way I came down?
No. The floor is stone. The ceiling is also stone. And then there's the 3 weird-ass windows.
I'll blink on my detect magic. Real quick.
Imagine putting on night vision goggles in front of strobe lights. That's kind of the effect that you get here. You can roll a perception to try to pull out more specific information from that. That
22?
is good enough. You could, again, the whole place is blinding, but you can sort of get the sense that there are more signals on your left, more unique signals, because like the illusion magic is all over the place. But the left wall seems to have some other stuff beyond it.
Now, I don't remember how short rests work, but can I pick up my short rest from where it left off?
No, you cannot.
Okay. So to the left side, I could see more magicalness in general.
Indeed.
Does that seem to be coming from within the temple or outside of it?
It seems to be. It certainly seems underground. So it's hard to judge. If there's a way through this wall, then it would be there. Otherwise, you'd have to go to the left side of Veller's house and dig down.
Does it look like the windows? Like, does it look like... It looks like I'm outside. It looks like if I were to, like, reach through them somehow, then I would be able to do that.
Yeah, you'd be in the woods. They look completely realistic.
Well, I'll test that.
So you can push on them, and because your detect magic went off, I'm going to give you advantage on this. Roll me investigation.
Okay. There it is.
Ooh. It feels like stone. Like this is you put your hands against this glass, against the wood, and all of it just feels like stone.
Hmm.
You can take a more thorough search to shore up that number, but it will cost you time.
I think I'll be
I'd
alright.
say even just like 5 minutes or so.
What about if I were to just shoot at it? As in, can I just shoot at it?
Okay, yeah, sure. I don't see how you can miss, so I'm not going to make you roll an attack. And to the extent that your Eldritch Blast revolvers can ricochet, actually, roll me percentile die.
Okay.
Not bad. I'll give you that. You're firing off 2 shots, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The first one ricochets, but the second one makes a fairly loud sound, like someone hitting a tree with an axe. It's the sound of wood splintering. However, the window and what is beyond it appears to be completely unchanged. It's like the shots just vanished.
Where I felt the woods, where I heard the wood splintering, did I get an idea of where that was?
Yeah, totally. You fired the shots. You know where you fired.
Alright, so...
And sure enough, once you direct your attention to it, you can see that wood splinters have flown out, so you can see them on the ground.
I'd like to, reach up to the window and feel around that area. Carefully.
Yeah, sure enough, eventually your hand pops through. It's a bit of a hole. It's not enough for you to climb through, but you have punched a hole in something.
Okay. Can I stick my head through there?
It's a little too small for that. But
Can a raven stick its head through there?
yes, Raven can fit through.
This is my answer for everything.
I know. Glass domes. I need glass domes for everything.
If you'd like to rework some glass domes in here, I'm willing to postpone.
No, I'm not. No, it's fine. The Raven won't help you in the next part.
Okay, cool.
Freaking. There was a puzzle in there. You just skipped it. So we're going to move on to the next room now. You, as a bird, you don't have a tight fit. You go through a little ways of a tunnel, which if you were a person, you'd have to potentially go on, hands and knees to get through before coming to yet another door, this one significantly smaller.
Okay.
I assume you push it open. I mean,
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
cool. Back over to the other map. All right. If you could put yourself on this map, I would appreciate it.
That's a bad sign.
It always is, my friend. It always is. So yeah, I could not find an appropriate image for this one, despite my best efforts. But the forest here is nuts. Like, all those weird plants that you've seen clearly came from here, because the leaves are yellow, blue, sort of rainbow tinged, shining. They're all over the place. The same with the bushes. Any sort of plant life really has just gone bonkers. Even the grass seems iridescent. So there's that, and that's a little overwhelming. There's also what appears
Also,
to
I
be...
cannot seem to pull myself onto this. It's not letting me.
Huh. Give me a second.
As in, it's just selecting a bunch of text instead. Which might be an issue on, just the front end of this side.
No, I'm getting it. I can't pull them either. Did Roll20 make some dumb change just over the course of this one shot?
Let me refresh and see.
No, because I can pull other people over. Like, there's Mushnik in all of his glory.
Right, him.
Yeah, he started here.
Mm. I can already tell that they were not as under the radar.
No, they were not.
Well, when I went loud, but...
Yes, you did. And again, it was a different one-shot for them, because there were 3 of them. I'm going to save your image and upload it, and see if I can pull it over from there. Because otherwise you're going to have to use Mushin. That.
Which, as much as I don't mind using that hunk of charm...
Save, please.
Say what?
I'm just yelling at the thing.
Ah, cool.
Give me a second.
I heard save, and I was like, what save do I have to roll?
No, you're fine for now. All right, it appears I cannot save the image. It is just selecting text. So that's weird. I'm sure I've got an acceptable character image somewhere, because you need to be on this map.
No, I can also just pull in my image.
Yeah, sure.
Technical difficulties, folks.
We may or may not edit this out.
We probably won't.
Yeah, that would take effort.
Oh, no, that just opened it up. Oh well.
And now you appear to have exited Roll20?
Yeah, because it opened it up instead.
Gotcha. All right, you're Corin now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just got to be on the map. And that is the only character image I have laying around that's working. I don't even know why he's on this map. Oh, right, because my library carries over. Anyway, where did we leave off?
I am now in this
Right,
forest of madness.
I have an image for that forest. I found a almost acceptable one. Yeah. Sorry, technical difficulties. I opened up a lot of stuff trying to get your stupid thing working. Up character image.
All good.
There we go. All right, so that's in your DMs. But it's generally like that. It's a pretty intense place. And other details. There is a stone pedestal here. And there is what appears to be a stone pedestal here. I am pinging it. If it is not pinging,
Got it. No, I was just on the image.
Good. No worries. And there's a big pit over here.
All right. Now, as a warlock, I would like to take a short rest, and this is a forest where I have many trees to hide in.
You may take a short rest for an hour. Well, I figure out what happens in that hour. So you climb into a tree. And I'm going to do some rolls here real fast, actually. And you are undisturbed for that hour.
That's a good sign, right?
Maybe.
Alright. And then, as soon as this hour has passed and I have recharged my arcane energies, I'll come down, unbird, and do some more of my detect magic sight.
Gotcha.
Also, I can control coloring, by the way.
Oh, right. God damn it. This is a hassle. New plan.
I am now a blue monk.
That was Ina's character.
I got it!
Yay! Okay, I was giving you permissions for the blue monk. You live. This is a good day. Yeah. So you are in the Forest of Madness. You have your spell slots back. You cast detect magic. You know that earlier analogy of night vision goggles and strobe lights?
Yep.
It's like that, but so much worse.
My eyes hurt.
It's pretty much blinding.
I will unblink.
Yeah, that's a good call. You know the thing where you stare into a bright light for so long that you see the echo of the color for a little while? It takes about 20-30 seconds before that fades.
In which case, I would like to check out the pedestal.
Yeah, you can totally do that. Do you want to roll an investigation or take 10 minutes to do a thorough investigation and get the check for free?
I will take 10 minutes.
Google Drive is being a dick to me. Okay. So you can look at this pedestal. What languages do you know?
I have Celestial, Common, and Giant.
All right. So there are some engravings on this pedestal. You cannot read them. They are not a language you know. They're across a lot. The top of the pedestal is flat, except for what looks like 3 small indentations. They look, like if you made a circle with your forefinger and thumb, they're about that big.
Gotcha.
And also across the top are what look like traces of paint in every color, really.
Interesting.
Yeah, in lines.
I think I need to investigate the rest of the area more thoroughly.
All right.
So I'll start with the big old pit, because that seems to be the most
It's a big pit.
conspicuous thing.
It is not super deep. It's like maybe 8 feet down, and it's not a particularly steep edge. So you can, with a little bit of effort, fairly easily climb down if you so choose. It appears to be dirt. There is no plant life in here. And it's a pit.
Nothing inside of it.
No.
Alright. And inside the forest itself, I don't suppose I saw anything while I was resting. Anything that caught my eye?
Were you poking around, or were you just hiding in a tree?
I was hiding in the tree and looking around, taking it all
Gotcha.
in.
Roll investigation.
Alright. My favorite.
No. You did not see anything particularly impressive. Though at this point, I'm also going to have you roll a perception check.
Okay.
As you are walking around.
A 10.
No. No. Not good enough, though you'll be repeating that check. Yeah. To you, the pedestal, the pit, the forest.
I will, at some point, after not discovering anything myself, I will take a second to stop and center myself and say a quick request some guidance from my patron.
Gotcha.
And I'd like to try to look around again with divine inspiration.
Divine inspiration. All right, repeat your investigation.
Oh God! Oh God!
You walk headfirst into a tree. Just thunk. It hurts. With your guidance still active, since I know you can just recast that thing forever. Roll me another perception check. Good. This is enough.
27.
Yes. Now you can. Before you hear it laugh, you can see the door sort of swivel gently on its hinges as you move. But now you're hearing what is most definitely a chuckle.
The door that I came through?
Yes.
I think I'm going to put my hands around my eyes like blinders, and then blink on.
Mm-hmm. Blink on. All right. To the extent that works, I'll say it does. Though there is definitely, a lot of residual power coming from this whole area. That door is lit the hell up.
All right. I blink off. Blink
Yep.
a couple more times just to clear my vision.
Yep. That's right.
And I'll head towards the door.
Yeah. You're not very good at this, are you?
What is it that I am meant to be doing here?
I mean, breaking in, stealing stuff. I know your kind. We get them occasionally. It's the most fun I ever have, Like, I'm just a door. Like, I just sit here and I listen and I watch, and it's boring and nothing ever changes. And then sometimes we get some plucky people coming in. I like that.
Listening and watching has its own charms.
No, it doesn't. Not when you're stuck watching the same Dan Grove every day for over 100 years.
Very well. Then I take it you would like to speak.
I mean, I'm speaking now, aren't I?
This is true. Would you, Door, if that is what I may call you,
Yeah, sure, that works. I'm basically a door. That's all they ever call me.
is there something you would prefer to be called?
Nah, door works.
Door,
Just like
then.
talking, you know?
Door, I don't suppose you would be willing to help me.
I mean, I don't know. It gets awfully boring here. They don't do anything for me, you know? They just leave me here. They tell me to watch. No entertainment, no nothing, no holiday, no break. Just watch the damn room till you die. And I'm not going to die anytime soon, so that's a bad thing. He's going to keep rambling for a little
I
while.
wouldn't worry about that, Door. Death comes for us all. Even you in time.
Not me. I'm a door.
Even you in time.
Sure. Now, this is a fancy temple, but they do their ritual here like all the time. Just copy what they do.
And what is it that they do?
They do some shit on the pedestal. They pick a lot of leaves. Sometimes one of them goes for a swim.
Would you care to expand more, or can you? I imagine you've had quite some time here to sit and watch them
I
do
have.
these
It's so
rituals.
boring. Oh my god, and they never talk to me. Yeah, well, the pedestal's all the way over there, so forgive me, I can't see everything they do. But they pull off some leaves, they do something, and then there's water, and one of them goes for a swim. They pray a whole lot, and they never say a damn word to me. It's an injustice. I am just as smart and mindful as they are. I have a mind, too. This treatment...
I agree, absolutely, but there's no need to come unhinged. Now these leaves, do they come from the forest surrounding?
I mean, yeah, where else would they come from?
And I was wondering if they brought them with them.
I mean, they take them out sometimes, too, but no, they never bring leaves in here. That'd be dumb. Isn't it like normal leaves out there? I wouldn't know. I haven't seen them for like ages. I used to be part of a tree. Did I tell you that? That was cool.
It does sound cool.
It was.
I don't suppose you'd like for me to take you out of here.
You don't even finish that statement before the door is like, yes, please, yes.
I can see what I can do, provided you
Excellent.
aid me. I need to
I mean, I'm
simply
doing what I
find-
can.
I need to find a necklace of great power.
I mean, I assume that's what they're hiding here. You only make fancy places like this with a talking door if you've got something to hide.
Yes, I was curious about that. What exactly is your purpose here, other than guarding the thing?
Oh, I'm supposed to guard. Like, I should have been raising an alarm as soon as you came in here, but I did that last time. And it's so boring. They come in, they take the person, they leave, and then they just leave me here for like ages. They only come down here like every year or two. It's really boring.
That sounds
So I figured I'd
incredibly
watch
boring.
Unfathomably. I have riddles and stuff, too. I could have made you answer those to get in.
Would you like to share one?
I've done those before, because I tell them the riddles every single time. They come in, but they already know the answers. They don't even usually let me finish.
Very well. Then I will do my best to replicate their ritual. If you would guide me from
Excellent.
afar, I would appreciate it. And once
I
I'm
mean,
done,
I can't guide you from close.
this is true. And if you would help me with this, perhaps I can see about taking you away from this place.
Ooh, dealings, agreements, scheming stuff, two-leg stuff. I like this. Yeah. So you're going to need some leaves, I think.
All right. Then, where can I find these leaves? Do you know which trees in particular?
From all of them. They get a whole lot of colors and stuff.
All of the colors? And I'll look at... I'm
Oh.
remembering the pedestal, like all the different colors of paints that they had there.
Yeah, all of them. At this point, could you roll me a perception check?
Sure.
Gotcha. Congratulations, you noticed nothing.
Thank you.
That is just your roll, right? You don't have another bonus on that?
No, I have a 13. total.
Oh, that's just always added on your perception rolls?
It's on as long as I have my raven on my shoulder, or I am part of the raven.
Gotcha. Oh, so that actually is enough. Despite the image I sent you, because I did not have time to change the whole color palette, you fairly quickly notice that these trees have every color save one. There is no red.
And the red is also on the thing?
Yes, there was definitely red on that pedestal.
Alright. Then I'll go around and gather some leaves of all the different colors.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Now the red that was on the pedestal, was it like bright red or dusty red? Like
No, distinctly brown. Yeah.
Figures.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Then I'm not sure what they did to make them look like paints, but I guess I'll use to the best of my knowledge, I will try to crush these leaves up into paint-looking things.
Just for fun, because this amuses me, roll an int check to see how long this takes you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes you a hot minute. You know, it sort of goes all over the ground. It gets stuck on your hands. You end up mixing them together. But yeah, eventually, you know.
I appreciate that there's nobody to see me here, because that would completely ruin my vibe around town.
Wonder what the town's like. The door has been, I haven't been voicing them because we both go mad, but the door has been pretty much continuously chattering since they spoke up.
I'm doing my best to actively listen to the door, affirming what he's saying, saying like, yes, of course.
Roll charisma to emotionally support the door. Solid enough. It's a door. It's not a high check. Yeah, the door certainly has not caught on that you would be in any way not hanging on its every word. So yeah, you now have fistfuls of paint. What are you doing?
I will try to replicate the pattern that's on the pedestal.
Yeah, you pretty quickly get something resembling a rainbow. You know, from orange down, of course.
And after that, I'm pretty sure I know what has to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
And I will make a small incision on the tip of my finger. Not my trigger finger, because that one's important to me. And smear it where the red dot was.
That'll do the trick. You smear that, and your first thought is nothing happened, because there's no immediate effect for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. But then a little blue rock just sort of drops down in front of you. You're not sure from where. It certainly didn't fall from the sky, but it is on the grass in front of you.
I'll pick it up and take it back over to the door.
Oh, hey, you got one! Good for you!
A one?
Oh, yeah, there's more than one.
Wow.
That's not the thing you're looking for.
How do I get the rest?
I mean, you put it on the rock, the bigger rock.
Understood. And then the rest will follow.
I mean, you're holding that thing and you're not like melting, which is what I assume objects of power do. I wouldn't know. I've never actually seen the thing they hid there, you know?
Tell you what, when I find it, you'll be the first one to see it other than me.
Yeah, not really sure who else you'd show it to first, because, I mean, I'm here and I'm the door, and there's
I'll
nobody
hide
else
it from
here.
my raven.
Ooh. Is he, like, smart?
My raven is... So, it's basically like a spirit familiar on my shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, I know what it is. The door has no damn idea.
The door is... She is intelligent. She is wise.
Yeah, I want to see it before the raven.
All
But
right.
yeah, you put that on the pedestal, I think.
Alright, I'll go over to the pedestal and place it down in one of those indentations.
Yeah, which does the trick. And this time the effect is quite a bit faster, because you pretty much place it, look up, and the pit is full of water.
And then I'll, I guess, go into the pit, take a swim, as he said.
That looks like water.
It does.
Ish. This is the best representation you're going to get, but the whole thing is filled. So yeah, you can jump in the water, and you will realize, no check required, that it is...
Say again, whatever you said.
Sorry, your character token disappeared under the water, so I had to fix that. So you will fairly quickly realize, no check required, that the pit has gotten a great deal deeper. You're pretty tall. You would have only had to go down a couple feet into the water to touch the bottom if it had stayed at the same distance. But it has not.
Can I see underwater?
Easily. You can just look down, squint, and perhaps, not at all subtly, you can see that there is another one of those little rocks just at the bottom.
About how far down?
It's hard to roll int.
Okay.
Maybe 20 feet?
I'll just pick that up with a mage hand.
Mage hand. Yeah. All right, you can certainly do that. However, your mage hand sinks down, 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 and as it tries to touch the rock, it's like you get slapped.
Like I get slapped.
Like you get slapped.
Okay.
And the
Not
mage
like
hand
somebody's high-fiving the mage hand.
No, like someone is hitting you across the face. Oh, you okay there? Just want to make sure you're okay. Sorry, am I
As far as
interrupting?
I can tell. No, go ahead. I might not be able to hear you clearly
Okay.
from in here. I'll go back down under now.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you can go under. That's not a big issue. You gonna go get it?
I'll try for it, yeah.
Yeah. Just roll me a Constitution save. I'm in a good mood.
Nah, I'm not.
Oh dear. So it might take you one or two tries before because if you're completely out of breath and you're not even all the way down yet, presumably you'd go back up and try again.
Yeah.
But you do finally get down there. You pick up the rock and you start going up
Alright.
and up. And you reach for the surface and you hit something solid.
Great.
It's like there's just a pane of glass.
A pane of glass, you say?
Like there's a pane of glass.
A pane of glass, you say?
Yes. All right. The second one punches through, leaving a bullet hole.
And that's it?
That's it. It does not shatter. Constitution check, please. I did say check, so I will
Okay.
let you re-roll that.
It's the same.
I know,
Okay.
but I would have let you re-roll if it had been. I would have made you re-roll if it had been good. So I'm going to stick to my guns.
Okay, fair enough.
Good enough for now. Don't worry, you're going to have to make more of these. There's a bullet hole. You're still underwater. What are you doing?
I'm miffed by this. Can I see through whatever this pane of glass looking thing is?
Yeah, totally.
Alright, in that case, spiritual weapon.
Ooh, snazzy. Since you are actively looking outside of the glass, I'm going to have you also roll a perception check.
Okay.
Good enough.
Okay.
It's very hard to see. It is not a solid person, but you can see what looks like a sort of tall, curly-haired, fancily dressed, just like brief flashes of an image of this strange elf who's smiling at you, but not in a kind way. It's distinctly cruel. But it's gone. Like, it's there for a second and then the breeze passes.
Alright.
So you have a spiritual weapon. Roll me another con check.
Alright. Well,
you are
the
still
spiritual
underwater.
weapon should attack the glass first.
Oh, okay. Roll damage on that, please.
And it's at level 3, so 18 total.
That's a lot. But you're not quite there yet. Con check. But you are splintering it.
Oh wait, check.
Yes.
Ah.
Well, that's good. So that's one tally. You should be okay. Around this time, make me a religion check.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's your turn again.
Alright, I've got a bunch of attacks to make right now.
Yes, you do.
Revolvers. Twice.
Yeah. Roll your spiritual weapon.
And
That still
I'm
hits its
yeah,
glass.
assuming
Full
it
damage.
hits.
Well, it's not glass. It's close enough. All right.
13
So
plus 14,
as the weapon
27.
crashes through whatever this barrier was, you hear a sound like shattering, but no pieces fall, no glass falls. You hear this little voice in your head that says, I thought I was going to have to help. And it's gone. And you're back on the surface. This is a voice you have heard before, specifically when you were cut down on the battlefield.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. I'll remove your tally. You did much better than the last person I ran on that.
I'm going to keep my spiritual weapon up because that was expensive.
Yep.
And I'll go put it down on the pedestal.
Yeah. There's another little rumble. I'm going to move you over there as you place that. And yet again, the effect is pretty fast. Like, you place it and you look up and the change is there. All of these plants, so they had tons of flowers and leaves and vines and all of that. None of them were bearing fruit. And now suddenly, all of them are, like, all at once. Every branch is just laden with it. Nothing looks normal. It looks like each individual fruit looks a little like someone took a couple, like 4 or 5 familiar ones, and smashed them together. It's a little off-putting.
All right.
The door's like, ooh, that's usually about as far as they go. That's pretty cool.
What color was the second rock?
The second rock was green.
All right. Based on my knowledge of primary colors, I'm assuming the next one will be red. But it might be yellow if it's a gradient instead. This is me
Actually, the
speaking
first
out
two
of
were
game.
cyan and magenta. I'm kidding. Yes.
But yeah, I'll look around, see if I can find anything that looks like one of those rocks.
You can certainly look at all of the fruit and roll an investigation.
Can I guide into this? Wait, no. Spiritual weapon. Never mind.
None of these look much like rocks.
All right.
And they certainly, and the fruits look weird. You'd have to take a closer look at those to parse them a little more.
I will
But everything's weird.
send my raven and my spiritual weapon to start harvesting these.
Gotcha.
And also
The
start
brute
harvesting
force
them on my
method.
own. Yes.
Gotcha. Roll a percentile dice.
Okay. High is good, right?
High is good. There's a lot of fruit here. I'm going to say that you spend about 10 minutes doing this, and you've certainly cut out a significant chunk, but nothing much has happened. You could spend another 10 minutes getting another significant chunk if you so choose. Options.
I don't seem to see anything. I haven't seen anything that looks different. Or like any of the fruits that stand out.
Roll perception.
Raven, come back to me. 11.
11. All right. You've noticed that each fruit that you've seen thus far is not something you'd want to eat. They're all, because you can sort of identify the crosses, like this one is orange and pineapple or that sort of thing. Except that all of them seem to have, at some point in the recipe book, included something very deadly. So, it's orange, pineapple, and belladonna. These aren't pleasant things.
Okay. Then may I use some sort of like survival to try to identify the one that is edible?
Yeah, totally. Roll survival. As with most previous checks here, that's high enough, actually. I was going to say you can just take 10 minutes, but you don't have to. Because, yeah, you can, and it takes a while, because everything here seems deadly. Holly, hawthorn, lily of the valley. It's intense stuff. But you do eventually find a couple that, look like some toddler mashed together a whole bunch of fruits and then reskin them. But it contains no deadly components.
And I will take a bite.
crunch. I hope you have a good dentist because you just ate a rock.
Ow. It was a tentative bite. But I will go put that down.
It is a rock. Yeah. And with that, two things happen. First thing that happens, there's a little of, something metallic or at least stone clattering across other stone. It's just a little necklace, just hits the pedestal, bounces a couple times, lands on the ground. The second thing that happens is you start to hear, and this is not like wrapping paper crackle, this is like fireplace crackle. And the ground grows distinctly warm. We're at T equals 0. What are you doing?
I am running for the door.
Are you picking up the thing?
Yes, I'm picking up the thing.
Gotcha. Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Alright. Acrobatics. Acrobat your way across.
That's not so good, is it?
Well, it is a 10, which is average.
Thank goodness. You still take 9 points of fire damage as the ground just explodes. Plants are catching fire. The ground is hot, and it's just spreading. I would say like wildfire because that would be appropriate, but faster. Things don't even need to be near other fire; they are just catching. And you are at the door.
All right. At which point I'll be like, "Excuse me, can you open?"
Yeah. Can you take me off my hinges? Yeah. The door will open.
I'll open the door and step around to the other side.
Gotcha.
Assuming the hinges are on the outside.
Yes, they are. Well, they're kind of on both. It's not a particularly fancy door.
Okay, cool. All right. Does it look like the ground is continuing to explode?
Oh yeah, that whole area is on fire.
Not like, but like in the hallway beyond.
No, not
Okay,
yet.
Cool.
You are very uncomfortably warm just being anywhere near this, though.
Okay.
And the door is sort of chattering away of, I've never seen that happen before.
Well, I suppose there's more things down here for you to see then.
No, what are you... No! You said you were going to take me out of here.
Very well. I'm going to try to take my crowbar out of that pack that we got and
Strength check.
take him out. Strength check! With my 11 strength. Yeah, 11 strength!
Whenever it really matters, you roll high. Yeah, you can pull the door right off.
Alright, I will pull the door right off.
You got the door. It's a door. It's a little unwieldy. You take a small movement penalty while carrying it.
Alright, and then I will continue walking with him.
Yeah. It takes a hot minute because, again, the tunnel from the little temple room to here is kind of small. You have to sort of hunch down, and now you have a door to carry.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes you a hot minute, and you are back in the other room.
Alright. Would it be safe to say that this room is not exploding?
It is not exploding. And I forgot to play the music first. Oh, well. Too late.
Oh, well.
So you're back in this little room.
Now, door, my friends.
Yeah?
I believe that there might be people waiting for me on the other side.
Oh, that's probably bad.
Indeed. I don't suppose you have any properties other than barring portals.
I can alarm.
Is that so?
Yeah. That's what I was supposed to do when you showed up, you know.
Right, of course.
But then I didn't.
Well, I think it might be best if I took a second here.
How long's a second?
About an hour. Yeah, short rest.
I mean, don't you think they'll, like, come in?
Would they should have come in by now if they would.
Oh, okay.
And besides, I have you to bar portals with.
Yeah, I think. The door is a little occupied looking around since it is seeing its first change of scenery in a very, very long time. He's not actively listening, but he is nodding.
What I would like you to do is alarm me if they do.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I'm good at that.
Okay. In that case, I would like to go find something that I could turn over, like a bowl or something like that,
Yeah.
and then go Raven underneath it.
All right. You're Raven underneath a bowl. Where are you doing this?
Style.
Are you doing this in the temple room?
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, there is a bowl. You can just dump the petals out of it. That's not a problem. And I'm going to roll some percentiles real fast.
Not so
All
good.
right. Not so good. So the door, the good door, the door that only wants to help you, lets out a very, very loud noise.
About how long into the rest has this been?
This has been maybe 30 minutes.
Okay.
And the door sounds a lot like an air horn going off. It appears to, you hear it like between your ears. Like this isn't it's a specific. And since you have been alerted, you can also hear the sound of footsteps.
Alright, I would like to unraven real
Gotcha.
quick.
The bowl goes flying.
Yeah. Somewhere where this is not something I said beforehand, but I was assuming that the bowl would be somewhere where I could unraven and still be hidden, like behind a
Yeah, no, that's
fuse or
legitimate.
something like that.
They have a little altar at the front. You would have had to be behind that. Nothing
Okay,
else
cool.
offers sufficient.
That works.
Yeah. So you do not see whoever it is who is looking down here, but you do hear them as they take note of the door, which is, where did you put the door? Did you hide the door?
I put the door right by where they would have come in, so that
Gotcha.
they could alarm
Oh, yeah,
us.
so they totally noticed the door. And it is a familiar female voice. You nearly killed her earlier. And
Probably should've.
she gasps. And you hear the sound of footsteps on the stairs.
Can I make out about how many?
It seems like it's the same pair going back up.
I'm not so much a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop out from behind the altar. See if I can.
Did I do
catch them
good?
coming
Says
up.
the door. I did what you asked me to do.
Well, like as they're coming back, as they're going back up, I'd like to see if I can catch sight of it.
Oh.
And go back up.
Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
And I make out about how many? Same pair?
Yeah, it's one pair of feet. And pretty much, since you would have had to recognize that they were going back upstairs and then pop up, you're pretty much just seeing their feet disappear.
Okay. In which case, I will run after them.
Gotcha. Roll, since you're going to have to vault over some things, roll me some acrobatics. Are you trying to catch up to them?
Yeah.
Or just get within eyesight?
Catch up, or get within eyesight, kind of.
Yeah. 10 is enough to do that. It is not enough to catch up. You do not gain much ground, but case offers some visuals.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see Velra, from earlier, just charging up the stairs.
Alright. In that case, I will grab the door, hold
Gotcha.
it in front of me, and say, Door, I wish you to serve one more purpose.
Okay.
I want you to block whatever weapons they have from entering the portal of my face.
I can do that, I think. Maybe? That's new. I'll give it a shot.
You have been a wonderful boon companion.
I know.
And with that, I will head up the stairs using the door as a shield.
Gotcha. Lucky for you, they are not waiting at the top of the stairs. So you can pop your head up and see Velra run out the door, door slamming behind her. And she is shouting. She is raising alarm. What are you doing?
Oh, well, that makes things much simpler, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Door, I prop him up against the window so he can see.
Ooh. Well, that's pretty. I want to go out there.
And I'm sure they will take you out there. What you should tell them is that you know where I will be.
Wait, are you leaving me?
I'm sorry, but this is where fate seems to say that our paths should split.
Oh. Wait, where are you going to go then?
I'll give him some random location on the island.
Gotcha. That works.
I am awaiting pickup. I have a powerful ally, and she has the ability to transport me to different places.
Oh. Oh, you're going to teleport? That's really cool.
Yes.
Why can't I come?
Because if you came with me, chances are, or if I had to take you with me, chances are I would be caught.
Oh.
And then you would be replaced back where you were.
I'm going to tell them you went across the sea so that they take me there.
Very well. Then Dor,
Yeah?
it's been a pleasure working with you.
Yeah. It's weird seeing a house. Have I mentioned that? That's super cool to see a house. I've never... It's been so long. He's going to go on for a while.
Very well. Dor, never change, and please continue talking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just, talk to the chair here. I haven't seen a chair in years.
And I will head upstairs.
Yeah. All right, you are upstairs. Yeah, there's a lot of alarm outside. And you can hear people.
I will unlock a window and open it if I can.
You certainly can. And I'm gonna... Did I already move you over to this map? I did. Huh, spoilers.
Yes, you did. Yep.
Yep, I did not realize I had done that. And it works. Yeah. So, yeah, this is what you see. You are above that. He does have archers.
I'm gonna call out to them. I take it I have something that you want.
No kidding!
If you want it back, you'll have to come inside and take it from me.
He could just shoot you.
You could, but then you'd have to see me first. And have no plans of stepping out into that window.
Oh, okay, so you're shouting this from a little ways away.
Yep.
Because if your head popped up, they would have taken a shot
yeah.
immediately. Gotcha.
And we know what happened the last time.
Well, you can't leave, so we've got a bit of a standoff, don't we? There's more people coming. But we don't kill people. We didn't kill the traitor. Just drop it and we'll let you live.
I don't believe you.
Elcash is alive. She's with you, isn't she? We knew she was a double agent. That's why we locked her up. And she's alive.
Very well. In which case, I need you to come to me as a sign of good faith.
I'm getting some of the others to be out here. If you shoot me, they'll all get you.
Of course. Though we both know who's the better shot of us.
All right, I'm gonna do some things real fast. Do I have another good enemy icon? I don't. So we're just gonna have archers for days. So many archers. Because she will wait until there are more people before taking you up on this.
Yeah, no. I have no plans of waiting.
Gotcha. What are you up to?
I am casting invisibility and flying out as an invisible raven.
God, I always forget you can do that. You do have to open one of the upstairs windows for this.
I did do that.
Oh.
To talk to them.
I thought you... Oh. So I saw that they probably would have shot at you, but I didn't realize. So
you can take a shot if you like.
Yeah, I mean, it would have hit you while you weren't a raven, so you would have survived, but just for fun. Nope, they rolled a 14. That misses you, I believe.
Yeah, I have 16.
Yeah. So yeah, there's an arrow embedded there, but you're leaving.
Yeah, I'll fly out as an invisible raven while they're busy preparing for that.
You can do that. You can do that. So I'll pull you back over to the town map. Why is the music not looping? Why is it like this? I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, you're back over the town map. I wish I had a bird right about now, but you know. And now that you're up here, up in the air, free at last with your necklace, I should point out that this is functioning much like polymorph. So that necklace is currently melded with your being.
Yep.
And it is, you could feel it on your way out. Once you're out of the fire room, it runs warm, like uncomfortably warm. And now it's melded into your system, and you still feel that. It's like someone put a hot coal in your liver.
Ow.
It's not a good feeling. You can still fly, but you are having a bad day.
I'll head for the beach that I'm supposed to meet the guy
now
at.
that you're up here, you can see another bird on the horizon.
Okay.
Fairly large. Seems to be scouting. You can presumably guess who this is.
Yeah, I'll head towards him.
Yeah. And he will meet you over on the beach. He has a little boat tied up. Tied it to a post. And he sees you. He sees the raven fly in. Did you get it?
I will unraven. I will hold it out to him and say, there it is. They might come looking for it in a bit, but I believe they still think I'm inside
He will
the house.
reach out to take it and take it. Ow! Well, looks real to me. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Very well.
And he'll gesture to the boat. Good job, by the way. Sort of assumed you'd be in prison.
You assumed right. And I stepped into the boat.
He will also step into
Resume my meditation stance.
boat. All right. So you're meditating? All
Yeah.
right. Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
All right.
14.
He gets a surprise round. Give me a moment. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurts. All right, you instantly feel a very, very sharp pain in your back, and you take 11 points of damage. As he has just fucking stabbed you.
I would like to stand up.
Oh, yeah. But what you really like to do is roll initiative.
Yes.
His
I have
image,
no token, but...
his image is not working, so he's just gonna look like this beast. That'll do the trick. You need a token, don't you?
I got one.
Hey! Hey! That is not him, but I had to...
Understood.
His image wasn't dragging. So, fighting the bird. He has stabbed you. However, you have beaten him in initiative, so you get to go next.
I would like to stand up, turn around to face him.
Hey, no hard feelings.
Really?
Orders. Really made it easier that all the others left, actually.
And I'll shoot him twice. And I will crit. Never mind.
Alright, the first one misses, the second one hits.
Alright, 7 force damage, and he's currently within melee range of me, right?
Yes, he is. He stabbed you in the back.
Let's see. I think I can... Actually, no, I can't. I don't have the speed for that. I'll stay here for now.
Alright. He is going to... He'll smile. Sorry. It really was orders. Nothing you did wrong. You did fantastic, actually. It's much easier taking you out than trying to sink a whole ship of recruits. Ooh, that's a hit. That's a nasty hit, actually. That is 12 points of damage.
Oh, that is a nasty hit.
Yeah. He gets you. Rolls at 24.
I think at this point I will disengage. Use a bonus action real quick to Raven and take flight. 50
All
feet.
right. So you're 50 feet up.
Yep.
All right. All right. Come on. It's pretty far to shore. Think you can make it like a little bird like that? Let's just settle this. He does not have a ranged option, however.
I don't. By the way, I don't mean 50 feet up, like 50 feet away.
Gotcha. And he's glaring at you. He's got a couple daggers, and he is very clearly considering hucking one over. Come on. You won't make it back to shore. They're looking for you there. And you couldn't make it. Not like a little bird like that, flying all the way.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I will unbird, take another 30 feet away from him, and raise my guns and say, "I don't need to make it to shore."
Wait, where are you? Because you guys pushed out from the beach.
Wait, we did?
It.
Oh, okay. Never mind. How far away?
Yeah.
How far away from the beach were we?
I'd say solidly 100 feet.
Solidly 100 feet.
So not actually that far, but
Okay.
he didn't waste any time.
And about how fast is the boat going at this point?
The boat, now that nobody is mostly drifting away. So, maybe 10 feet away from shore.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna fly to shore, stand like knee deep in the water, and return into a person, and just turn back around and yell, "I don't need to make it to shore, just far enough away to hit you."
Ooh, roll for it.
I can't. It's an action to turn on Raven.
Oh, gotcha. So it's his turn again. He sort of looks like he's regretting his life choices for a moment, since things did just get quite a bit more difficult for him. He drops low immediately. There's enough depth in the boat that he can do that. And that's his turn.
All right.
You don't know what he's up to.
I am going to shoot the boat.
All right, shoot the boat. Oh, that's going to poke some big holes.
Does the first one hit?
The first one does not.
Okay.
It's not a big boat. But yeah, the second one, absolutely. Poke a big hole in the side. And you hear this, surprise squawk. You're going to need this to get back.
My queen takes me where I'm needed, and clearly I'm needed here.
All right. He will take flight. He is an Aarakocra. Well, I check his flight speed. Come on, where's your freaking speed? 50 feet. All right. He will double dash and get into melee with you. That is, however, his turn.
Sadly, I'm out of spell slots. But, with that said, I could still shoot him in the face.
Yes, you can.
There it is!
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Indeed. 26 total.
Yikes. That's a lot. Ow. Oh, he's hurting. He's hurting a lot. That was a lot. He's not down, though. He is clearly on his last limbs, though. Bleeding, necrotic energy crackling, literal bullets in his flesh.
Except they're magically glowing and all.
Yeah. Don't question it. But that said, he is in melee. He's gonna go for you. Ooh. Oh, that's a hit. 10. Are you still up?
Yes.
Yay. I'm so glad.
Very well.
Should you be rolling with disadvantage? With Eldritch Blast?
I don't know. Does that apply to spells?
I have no idea, and since I didn't bring it up, the previous ones will stand.
Okay. I appreciate this, but should we look that up?
I am. Yeah, disadvantage in melee.
Okay, cool.
So going forward, disadvantage.
Alright. In that case, I'll take some disadvantage shots in his face.
Go for it.
Alright, that's one, I think.
You have got to calm down. Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
first one misses. Second one hits.
Alright, 6 force damage.
It's just 6. All right, let me check. All right, with that, somehow you hit the bird one last time. You just blow his wing right off. Birds have a lot of important arteries in those.
I should know.
Yes, he is. Yes, you would know. And he is out. Bleeding. Can't move. Certainly can't attack you again. And your boat is floating 150 feet out in the water.
I'll take a look down at him. Is he still conscious?
He is still conscious. Yes. They're gonna get you. They're gonna know.
Now, who is they?
Boss! We can both go back. I'll put in a good word for you. We can forget this ever happens.
Strange. You appear to want something from me.
Not to die. That'd be nice.
Mercy. Mercy, is that what you want?
Yes. I mean, I can help you. You're in deep shit if you go back to the mainland alone.
I've already told you I have no need to go back to the mainland.
You're gonna stand your ground here, are you?
It's worked so far.
Die to a suicidal bastard.
Sadly, I have no more mercy left to give. I hope for your sake that my queen has more. Yeah. Okay, I'm
You
shooting
could have
in the
stepped
face.
away. Yeah. No, you could have. At point blank, you'd have advantage. Yeah, he's gone.
I'll take it back. Take back his thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It is scalding in your hand.
I'll wrap it up in something and then put it somewhere where it doesn't burn me quite so much.
Gotcha.
And I'd like to look through his stuff while I can.
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. A lot of it's waterlogged, since you guys got stuck in a storm and he flew there and back. He has weapons, a lot of weapons. A backpack. And he does have a journal. He also has what appear to be several letters, some of which are soaked through, some of which are not.
I'll take a read through that stuff. Mainly I'm looking for anything that could repair a boat.
Could repair a boat. You're not seeing a whole lot here for that. You're seeing his orders, you're seeing his documentation. He has what you would expect in a Dungeoneer's pack, basically.
Okay.
So there is rope, there's a crowbar, you already have these things. There's certainly no planks in here.
Alright, so in that case, now that I've got all this stuff, I will...
Your boat is still afloat,
Yeah.
but there is a hole in the side, so if waves start up, you're in deep trouble.
I'm gonna burn out there and take the boat back to the beach, and I'd like to try to, basically drag it somewhere that it might be a little bit more hidden. Not necessarily very far, I just need to make sure it doesn't wash out.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can totally do that.
And then once I get back, probably very wet and very tired, I will
Mm-hmm.
burn out and go find somewhere to hide.
Yeah, you can do that. No problem. I did not anticipate you shooting the boat. But yeah, there are plenty of places to hide. That's not an issue.
Yeah, I'm just looking for somewhere in the forest at this point, and
There will certainly be patrols. The whole island is up in chaos right now. But
Mhm.
you're a bird in dense forest. It's not an issue.
so I'll go find somewhere to hide and possibly take a long rest depending on the time of the day.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right.
You
I'll
planning to just stay here indefinitely, or?
This is where my queen seems to have guided me. If I need to return, I will find a way to return.
Gotcha. So, nothing, you will not hear word from your queen for a while. But if you're planning to wait until you do, then I can cut to when that is.
The idea that his basic ideal is not so much that he hears word from his queen, but events happen in such a way that he is guided towards the places he needs to be. So he'll try to find a way back, and if he does, then he takes that as a sign that he should go back. And that might just be finding some spare wood or, chopping down something and fixing the boat himself.
My mic has been off. This is a fishing village. You could theoretically steal a boat. You could get wood. So I'm gonna close the one shot by saying that you have this item. Your captain is dead. The other recruits, God only knows where. And this whole island will just be panicked for days, searching, praying, anger. They won't find you. Your stealth is high. You can turn invisible. You're a bird. Eventually, Elcash will break out. You can presumably hear of this. She'll strike down several people, and she will go steal a boat. You could join her if you chose. She certainly wouldn't stop you. But she is headed off the island.
That sounds promising to me.
Yeah. Then you can hop in with her. She'll be astounded that you're still there. She assumed you booked it.
I'll have questions for her.
Yeah. And you can talk. You have time. It takes a couple days to get to the mainland. And so you go off. If you'd like to ask her questions in-game, you are welcome to, or we can close out here.
I think I like the mystery as is.
Gotcha. All right. And so you go off across the sea, you with the object of power, your captain dead, a community somewhat uprooted. And this whole time, this damn stone just burning through your pocket.
On the plus side, it keeps me warm at night.
It does. That it definitely does. It's like having hot rocks under your sheets or something.
All right. Cool.
All
If that's
right.
the one shot, then
That is the
Awesome.
one shot. Usually it ends with people going off on the boat. That's how it's ended the last 2 times.
yeah, fair.
When you shot the boat.